Welcome back, everyone. It is Goblin Gang. If you like my content, make sure to consider liking and subscribing. This is Retro Bowl. We're on to our third week of this series. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, make sure to tune in for Tampa Bay and Houston later this week before we start up with Jacksonville next Monday. So hopping into this game, we're playing Indianapolis. Let's check their record out real quick. I don't think they're too good. 1-5. We've already played the Titans. Well, we're going to play Houston here today. And we're going to play the Jags next week. Who else did we play? We played... What's the last team? I literally saw it. Tennessee. Shoot. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. When we played Tennessee... That was a close game. All our games have been close. The last couple weeks, though, against Washington and against the Giants. Giants went to OT because of a couple errors by us. We got a fourth down conversion fail, which saved them back the ball. But we did get some stops. We did get a pick, kept the game close. And against Washington, we had a lot of stops, too. Checking out last week, Horvath, a lot of passing attempts. The week before, he had 18 completions. He had 30 this week. Completion percentage is still going strong. Yards, that's like a season high in yards, season high in TDs. Rushing attempts, that's 9. That's a lot. He was averaging 8 ahead of last week's game, last Friday's game. Yards per carry though was low. He got stuffed a lot. Victor, that's got to be a season high in yards. I would think 153 when it comes to rushing. 23 carries on a 6.7 yard average with his longest career run of 43 yards coming in last game, having a couple catches as well. Elijah Sendejo and Gerald Quavale getting a lot of usage in last week's game. Chin getting some involvement too. Not a lot of returns. They kicked a lot long, but still getting a lot of catches there. Tefele on the short end there. Means with a lot of tackles. Hines struggling, getting zeros across the board. Abukum still getting some tackles, although it's lower. Fluker with his career day with 6 tackles. And Klein with another pick. He had picked the last 2 games against the Giants and the Commanders. Commanders came at the end of the game, though, on a Hail Mary that didn't really matter. And New York Giants, we needed that to keep us in this game. So playing the Colts, another bottom-tier team. We'll see what we can do here against them. Yeah, keep team morale up. We could have gotten for the 2 coins. Talking about improving our defense a little bit, because our defense has definitely struggled the last couple of years. But we're going to hop into this game now. We start with the ball in Indy. It's going to be a long kick. Chin going to catch it at the 2-yard line. Going to break out. A little slow. Should have gone there straight away. Because it being like a 20-yard return, which is about what we're looking for at the minimum. Chin with a nice move here, breaking another tackle, going 18 yards on a little short check down route. That did quite well. Sending a blitz here. Victor breaks a tackle, 3 yards though. He shouldn't have needed to break the tackle. He should have ran through the slit. Didn't work out for us. Okay, Sendejo going deep. Okay, one guy between him and the goal. Breaks a tackle, 22 yards on that catch. He's an excellent receiver. Great hands, good speed. And he can be strong. He just hasn't played strong yet. That's probably the strongest we've seen him play, but I don't think we've seen a stiff arm from him. Even though he's a lot stronger, taller, faster, better hands than Quavale. We haven't really seen that from him. We do see him go down the field quite a bit, though, on his catches, but he's just not making those yards after catch plays. Yards after contact, too. Well, yards after catch, but not a lot of yards after contact. That's what I should say. Use our first audible here. Quavale. Talk about him. Going deep with him. Just on target. That's not necessarily very strong either, but we'll take 16 yards. Maybe a little bit risky of a play. Keep it to Chin. Sendejo. And now no block made there. That was just Chin making a good cut here around Sendejo. Probably would have been blocked. So, worked out for us. Having a big bodied man there. Sendejo I was hoping would be a better blocker. I haven't really seen that from him, but yeah. Okay. Colts with the ball. Hines struggling. He didn't have any tackles last week. Hopefully we can get some today at least. Klein Don't like that. Incomplete. We get a stop on the goal line. Short field goal. Good for them, but we're up 4 now with the ball early in this game. First quarter, about a minute left. Chin returning this from the goal line. Oh, Swarm breaks some tackles, though. Gets to 25. That's a good return for Chin there. Okay, make some guys miss. Only gets 2 yards there for Victor, though. This is our second audible. Sideline. Only gets a yard. Okay, 3rd and 7. Let's go. Victor again. If the guy miss. Tackled 6 yards down. It's going to be 4th and 1. I don't like this play. Let's just punt it. Just punt it away. We did get a stop last time. I trust our defense in this game. Second quarter. We get a stop early. They're punting it right back to us. Okay. Nice. Now we have good field position here. So already a couple stops early. Even though a field goal doesn't stop him from scoring, I can't as a stop because any touchdown is just back and forth, back and forth. Still need to grind it. Field goals, at least, it's not as grindy. Another good run stuff here on Victor. We end up losing a yard. So back to 3rd and 10. Use our last audible of this first half. Trying to hit. End up going to Sendejo. I tried hitting Chin there. Sendejo's fast enough to catch it. He has good hands too, so I'm glad about that. Better hands than Chin. Fella running on the side. Getting the first. Trying to get some, it's like 6 guys on him. Trying to get some extra yards there. Not able to do it. Sendejo on the blitz. Breaks the tackle. There's his first broken tackle. No stiff arm there. 9 yards just short of the first. Outside run for Victor. 3 yards on this one. We do a lot of outside running, I realize. Not a lot of inside running. Maybe that's why I'm not good at Madden. 5 yards there. I think I'm going to go middle to Quivale here. Oh, Tefele catches it through. I don't know how he's the one that caught it. He has the best catching, though, in that area. Just everyone converges on the middle. I don't know how Tefele's the one that came up with that ball. Okay, we're up 11 now. We did get stopped once. Punted away safely. If they scored a touchdown, I might have gone for 4th and short. But another stop here. We're crushing the Colts right now. They did get a field goal. No sacks, no nothing, but probably some tackles. Okay, short to Sendejo. Jig outside, make some guys miss. There's our stiff arm. Trying to run through the guys. Dude, I have a crazy, I don't know if I have the clip still. Dude, I had a crazy retro bowl clip. Okay, Sendejo running. Another strong play there, hurdling someone. Across to 50. Not a lot of time left on this clock. This is going to be last possession. Victor running outside, breaks a tackle there. Goes out 8 yards down. That's probably one of his better runs of the day. Goes to the gap early. 1 yard there. This is our first time out here. 29 seconds left. Go again. Gap. Side. Oh, 4 yards there. Let's just run the clock down here. Up the middle. There's a good play. There's Victor going. Long run here, going all the way in for the TD. 34-yard rushing TD. Another one. I think that's his 2nd of this year. Look at this. Just out the middle. No fancy moves needed. I mean, that's just a single down juke. Not even adjusting his movement to the side or whatever. That's just a simple side juke. Okay, and we're up 18 going into the second half. They have one play here. What's it going to be, though? Nothing. Yeah. Okay. Kicking off to the Colts to start the second half. We're up huge here. Can we get another stop? Yes, we do. I'm looking for more like interceptions, forced fumbles. See our guys get some XP. That's not going to be happening, though, I guess. Jago Sendejo here. Ooh, Sendejo couldn't really get the block. Chin gets tackled 7 yards down anyway. Here's Victor's run. Outside. Can't make the second guy miss. It's going to be 3rd and short just before the 50. That was a bad pass there. 4th and inches. We're almost there, I think. We have an easy play here. Or up the middle. 3 yards there. Wish I could get a juke on that. He's not fast enough on that. Okay, take 4 yards there. Going on just a little more casual play here. Nothing fancy. Okay, Coyle making the catch. That's a risky pass. That's a little too close for comfort. Stiff arm there, gets 4 yards. That's a really strong run by Victor there. Audible. Sideline. Juke back in, play, hurdles a dude, 22 yards on that run. That's the way to go. Instead of trying to maneuver down the sideline, just to kind of let it play out. Look, I kind of let go of the stick right there. And then you can run them the sideline. He knows how to control that. Tefele, sideline pass here. Great hands. Touchdown Tefele. Dude, what a play here. And that's a good stiff arm. Breaks out. Nice hand, stiff arms, and dies avoiding that tackle. That's a long reach here. I want to see how long this reach is. That's at least like 2 yards, maybe 2.5 yard reach. And that's pretty good. Extra point is good. That's our opening drive of the second half, by the way. Try to check out wind speed. Another stop here. Dude, Colts are getting crushed. They've only had one good possession here. It's a crazy possession to start at the 40. 6-yard run by Victor here. I think we're just going to run this game away. Short gets to Sendejo here. See, that's the strength. I'm not like he gets brought down, and they do swarm him, but there's a lot of guys there. Okay, trying to get a run there for Victor. It's 6 yards. Gonna be third and short here, ending the third quarter. Fourth quarter starting. Okay, 6 yards on that one. I think we could have got more had I maneuvered it. O'Bale, ball pass in the middle, hurdles a dude, 14 yards, red zone territory. Okay, sideline, stiff arm this, stiff arm that bot, cut back, 16 yards, within the 4 now. Good distance. O'Bale, bullet pass, little out. That was easy. Dude, what? Look at that O-line just get pushed behind Horvath there. What the heck? That's our 5th touchdown of the day. And chances are we're going to get the ball back. Let's see if Indianapolis can score for the second time this game. No. Dude, they're honestly the worst team we've ever faced. Another good field position here. Only 1 yard on that carry. Sendejo. Oh, can't hold on to that. That would have been a nice play. Up the middle. Victor. 3 yards there. I think we just punt it here. We're up so much, might as well just punt it. So 2 punts for us on the day, and we're up 35-3 right now. Okay, it looks like they're going to have a good possession here at that midfield already. One more play maybe before they score. And then you get past Klein, score, touchdown. First touchdown of the day for the Colts. No matter what, we're running this out with Chin, I think. I think we're just going to run this out with Chin. It's a short kick to the 5. Okay, breaks the tackle, goes to the 29. Up the middle. Look at this run. Stiff arm that. Break a tackle. 12 yards on there. And we're just going to run the clock down. Only 1 yard there. One more play left in this game. On that gap. Okay, 5 yards there. 1 second left. How is there still time on this clock? 5 yards there for another first down. Fluker is hurt. Thigh injury. Come on, you can't pull a hamstring at 21. What are we doing? Detroit gets their first loss of the year, so now we're tied with them. New Orleans also 6-1. 3 teams that are 6-1 in the NFC currently. So close. But I like where we are. Victor with 172 yards today. I don't know if he had a catch. 12 tackles for Bucum, 11 for Maines. Give Hines 6. Fluker had 8. Crazy defense today. Horvath with 4 touchdowns. I believe those are all passing. Victor with a rushing one as well. and had a 34-yard run as well, and another 34-yard rushing touchdown. Yeah, that's a long touchdown. Sendejo, Quavel about 50 yards apiece. Chin with 104, but a lot of that's in the return game. Horvath only 190 yards through the air. Didn't really need a whole lot. A lot of short possessions. Trade deadline coming up. That's next session. Vikings with their first win. Horvath, what is Horvath? 18 of 16 or 16 of 18. Not a lot of passes, not a lot of yards. His average per completion, I guess, is higher though today. 40 yards or 4 touchdowns today. 19. How many did he have last year? 52, 43. Okay. Victor with 28 carries today for all 172 yards and a touchdown, 6.1 yard average, moving his season total to 952 yards through 7 games. And yeah, I mean, he had 2,000 yards rushing last year. He's on pace for a good number today. Another TD. He's at 8 total TDs. 160 attempts through 7 games. Jeez, no catches here for him. Sendejo with 5 catches. Quavel with 5 catches. Quavel with another TD. That makes his total of 3. Chin with only 3 catches. His 3 returns, though, combined for 68 yards in the return game. That's pretty nice. Tefeli 3 catches. He had 2 TDs, though, today. That one was really nice. Means a lot of tackles. Love to see it. Heim seeing some tackles. Abukum with a lot of tackles. Klein, not that many tackles, actually. Only has 3. Hoping for a forced fumble or pick there because he is our guy that tends to do that. Cypern making all 5 extra points. Punted a couple times. I think he actually is our universal kicker, so he does the punts as well. But yeah, that's that. We have 2 awards, right? An MVP and a Rookie of the Year. And I think we're going to add to that total this year. I think we're going to get a Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year. Right now, though, I mean, if Horvath gets MVP, Victor will be Offensive Player of the Year. But I think either one of them is going to get Offensive Player of the Year. I think that's the pace they're going for. One of them's going to win the award. The other one's going to win Offensive Player. I don't think anyone else in the offense, Sendejo, Quavel, Chin, Tefele, are going to win it. Defensive, though, I think Abukum is on pace to win Defensive Player of the Year. Means gets some more sacks. I'd like to see more sacks from Means, but otherwise Abukum's going to win it. Fluker's out 4 games for defense to take a hit. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Tampa Bay is 4-3, so one of our tougher opponents this year. We did play Arizona, we did play Philadelphia, but they're 4-2. Tampa Bay is right there with them. So, got some work to do still. We're not sealed yet at our spot. Playing Tampa Bay next Wednesday. You guys want to check that out, make sure to like and subscribe, maybe turn on notifications there. And I have a lot of content coming out. Currently, I think I should have Baseball 9 coming out right now. It's August. And I'm doing Retro Bowl. If you guys have other series you want to see, make sure to just comment them. Fortnite is another series I'm trying to work on. Try to get my friends back to playing. So, I'll let you know. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Goblin Gang, and I'll see you guys next time with more content.